Okay, it is Monday afternoon. I thought I'd start the vlog for today. I did some reading already, which I'm really proud of. Mondays is always kind of like a full day for me, and I'm waiting on my Amazon delivery to finish sorting my embroidery thread, which will take up the rest of the day. So I'm happy that I already got around to do some reading. I did start The Testament by John Grisham, and I don't know yet. Um, it's kind of, it feels like a TV show situation, those really, really kind of weird, unrealistic situations where everybody's the asshole. That is how this book begins. We have the he's not the main character because he dies in the beginning, but like we have this rich old man who had three wives and they have six children in total. And he is a shitty man. He was a shitty husband. He cheated on his wife all the time. He couldn't keep his hands to himself. The wives were shitty people. They were just there for his money. They wanted to get as much out of the marriage in money terms as they could. And the children are all also pretty shitty people because he was a bad husband. The mothers, like the wives, weren't the best mothers. A lot of the children have like drug problems, money problems, all of that. He isn't married at the point of when he dies. He actually kills himself. He's pretty old already, and he kind of strings everybody along because they all hate each other pretty much. Like the children have contact with their mothers, but they are also not like, they all have like a pretty fucked up relationship, I would say. And so he strings them along and makes it seem like they all get an inheritance. And we are now at the part of the book where the lawyers, like the lawyer, his lawyer, knows that nobody gets an inheritance except for one woman that the guy told them is an illegitimate a child from an affair. I don't know how to pronounce the word. I'm sorry. But yeah, I was like, oh, so maybe this is a nice woman, and I can't tell anything about her character. And if you are religious and easily offended, maybe don't like if you're Christian and easily offended, maybe don't listen to the part. But the woman they are supposed to find is a Christian missionary, which I hate with a passion. People like that. There's no reason to bring your religion to people who do not want it. Don't do that. It's a shitty thing to do. That is one thing I really, really, really dislike about Christianity. I'm fine with people having their religion. I don't mind. Like, believe what you want to believe. Like, that's totally fair. But don't force other people to listen to your religion if they don't want to. And she's a missionary in Brazil who is like supposed to bring Christianity to these remote tribes that don't even speak English, and they are survival experts who like learn the language and then tell them about Christianity, which grinds my gears. So now we have the situation. The family is shitty. The woman does a shitty job. In my opinion, I hate it. And we now have a 48-year-old lawyer who is an alcoholic or like a substance abuser. I don't know if it's only alcohol. I think there might also be drugs in there. And he has been to rehab 4 times, and he always crashes down again. And and the lawyer office thinks that he is the best person to track this woman down in the Brazilian jungle. And that is where I'm at right now. The point where the guy starts to go and look for this woman. I don't know what to think of the book. I have a trouble, like, I have problems with books with unlikable characters. I am afraid that everybody in this book will be an unlikable character. I like the idea of the story. I really like the idea of the story and how it's set up. But I'm afraid that our main character, I mean, he might get like an epic redemption arc, but I haven't heard from him himself yet, so I don't know. But yeah, that is where I'm at right now. It is a good setup for a story, absolutely. So yeah, we'll see where this will go. Yeah, I don't know. I hate the job of the woman. I just really hate it. So yeah, we'll see who this woman is. We don't really know anything about her yet, other than that when they went to the organization through which this woman is in Brazil, once they heard that they were searching for her in like legal matters, which they couldn't tell why, because they can only make the will public a month after the guy died. He had like a stipulation in there. I don't know how it works. But they couldn't tell, but the organization like closed off completely once they named her. So I guess there will be problems with women, probably. And her mother is already dead. So we also don't know who that is. I guess we will get to know that as well, because I'm guessing that we probably get the investigation in like the city where he died, in the law firm, you know, looking into all those people. And then I guess we will be getting the guy who goes to Brazil. So we'll see how this continues. I am interested. That is definitely. I'm just skeptical about the people in the book. But you know, I think with these thrillers, it's kind of feasible to have everybody be the bad guy. It kind of works out, but I'm just not a big fan of that. So we'll see how this will go. I am excited to see where it goes. And so yeah, I will now wait for the Amazon guy, and then I will do just embroidery thread organization and pretty much nothing else today. And yeah, I will see you with a reading update tomorrow. We'll see how the book continues. Hopefully good. Okay, so we have an extra check-in because I just got a package, which I didn't expect this early, but I just got my cross-stitch kits from Thread Geeks, and I did want to show you. They are so nicely packaged. I got 2 sets. Oh, I'm really sorry for the plastic, for the sounds the package was making. But yeah, I got this pack, which is the Shire, and I got it with the digital and the physical instructions, pretty much. And yeah, those are the DMC threads that come with the kit, and then you have the I think it's Ida. Yeah, it might be Ida, the cotton canvas which you stitch on. And then we have the second kit, which is also a Lord of the Rings kit, which is autumn in Mirkwood. And it looks like this, which I absolutely love the look of this. This one was the last one that they had. I think this isn't being sold anymore, so I had to get it, even though, you know, it was quite expensive. I mean, it is totally worth the price, like, don't get me wrong, but like, this kit alone was, I think, £90, like 90 British pounds. Which is quite a bit of money. I think I paid €202 for both sets. So they were, I think, both around like, I think the other one was £70 and this one was £90. And it also comes with all of the colors. This one comes in 2 parts because there are so many different threads in here. And then I also just realized they also come with needles, which isn't necessary in my opinion, but it is good. I mean, if it's your first kit, then you definitely need the needles. And then you get these really nice instructions. Let me just show you. Like, you get the list of all of the threads and the corresponding signs on the template. And then you have the physical copy of the template. And then I also have the digital version of this, just so I can put it into my app, which is called, what is the name of the app? I've forgotten what the Pattern Keeper. Pattern Keeper is a digital app that you can use to easily keep track of where you are in your cross stitch, and they do offer PDF versions of the instructions and stuff, so you can use it in Pattern Keeper, which is really nice. And yeah, I'm so excited. I still need to finish my other one. I will finish the other one before I start one of these 2. I don't know with which I will start yet, but yeah, I love this. It is so great. It looks fantastic. The colors look really, really nice. So I'm excited to do this kit. I can really recommend thread geeks if you want like cross-stitch kits that are really, really geeky. Like they have a lot of like movie themes, book themes, just fantasy themes in general, which I absolutely love. So yeah, cannot recommend it enough. They shipped really, really fast. There was no trouble with like shipping and everything like that. They came really nicely packaged, nothing was damaged. I'm really happy with this. So yeah, I had to show you because I'm so excited to do these. Okay, let's do a little check-in. I'm currently editing Thursday's video because that needs to get done. I'm also still organizing my embroidery thread, but I'm nearly finished. I'm very nearly finished, which is really, really nice because then I have this done, which took forever, but I'm really happy with how it's looking. I will show you once I'm finished with it. And yeah, let's talk about The Testament. I don't like the book. I have to be totally honest. I don't like the characters. We have pretty much now two parts of the story. The one part, we have the three ex-wives and the children fighting for getting money and contesting the will that the rich bad guy left. Obviously, they're fighting for it, you know. But nobody is like a good guy in that situation. Everybody kind of sucks on that side. And then on the other half, we have Nate, the attorney that goes to find the woman, and his guide, Javi. And they have a lot of trouble getting to the woman and finding her. And I'm not going to spoil pretty much anything of that because I think that's pretty much the only interesting part in this book. There isn't really... I feel like, you know, the legal stuff with the families is just so boring because you don't care for the families, you don't care for any of them. Well, at least I don't. So it's incredibly boring, to be honest. I just don't care for anybody. But I'm kind of afraid what is happening with Nate. I don't know, because of the whole situation with like the woman doing this mission in the jungle and stuff like that, bringing religion there. I don't like it, and I'm afraid for what is gonna be happening with that part of the book because, you know, there are a few like logical things that could be happening, and I don't like any of them. So yeah, I'm not there yet. I am, I think, a little bit before halfway through, which at least I'm making good progress through the book. That is making me happy. But yeah, this is definitely not the book for me. I will finish it. It's not horrible. I just don't enjoy it. I don't care for the characters. I'm afraid of what will come once we find the woman. I don't think it's an outcome I would personally enjoy. Other people might. I hate the whole religion thing that will probably be coming up because of what the woman is doing in the jungle. I'm just not looking forward to what is coming in the book, to be honest, because I just don't think I will like it. And I already like little about the book, so I don't know. To be honest, I feel like the other John Grisham books I've read were better. And I wasn't a big fan of any of those. Like, I liked them enough, but like, I didn't think any of them were like brilliant or anything. So yeah, I don't think John Grisham is for me, which is nice to know. I still have 2 other books by him to read, which, you know, I will make my way through at some point. But yeah, that is pretty much what I'm doing reading-wise. I don't know. I might just try and do a speed read to finish it tomorrow. I might not. We'll see how motivated I am. But yeah, I will now continue editing, and then I will continue sorting. And yeah, that is pretty much all I will do today. But then I will be finished with this one today, which is great because that is what I want to be finished with, so I can, you know, put it away where it belongs and be finished with all of the organizing. It is nicely organized for me. I'm guessing a lot of people probably wouldn't like how I organized it, but I didn't want to get anything made out of plastic, just because I think it's it's not a sensible thing to do. We don't need more plastic. So I'm doing it all in wood, and I couldn't get the ones I originally wanted. I'm improvising. It is working, at least for me. So yeah, it's a short check-in. I will see you tomorrow. We'll see how the Testament continues. Let's hope it's doing like a twist and a turn that I'm not seeing. But I guess we'll see tomorrow together. Okay, it is now Wednesday. I just finished editing tomorrow's video, which needed to be done. So I did manage to finish that. Let's talk about this clusterfuck. I don't like it. And I don't know. I don't like the story. I feel like they should have done this cover in like bright green. I feel like this book needs like one of these like 80s bright green covers that convey that this is a contemporary fiction book about kind of a love story, kind of a journey through the jungle and religion. And all of that together, there's obviously the law firm involved, and our main character is a lawyer. That is obviously also in there. But I don't like the composition of the story. I don't like what the story, like how it evolves, how it goes down. I don't enjoy it at all. It is not the book for me. I kind of wanted, a law thriller, a crime thriller. I feel like John Grisham's other books are way more that. Like, they all kind of have something to do with crime and stuff, and this one is just like, a contemporary fiction. And I don't like contemporary fiction, and I cannot... there's just no way for me to enjoy this book. I just do not enjoy the book and the story and what it's about and how it's playing out. I don't like the characters particularly well. Yeah, I'm not through. I have a little bit to go, which I will do tomorrow. I'm done for today. I think this is by far the worst of John Grisham's books I've read. I guess there are probably quite a few people who would enjoy this book. I think if you're religious, you probably are more inclined to enjoy this book. Well, if you're Christian, you're probably more inclined to enjoy this book. I think it like has, just the whole thing, what it is about, what the woman is doing in Brazil and stuff like that, So yeah, I don't enjoy it. I couldn't care less, to be totally honest. But I'm so far now that I don't want to DNF it, because I think it's kind of a wasted DNF of how far I've come through. But I just also don't think John Grisham is for me. I don't think I love the way he tells stories, and I think that is something I must accept. So yeah, I have 2 more of his books. I'm really considering not even touching them, to be honest, because I didn't have even one that I really enjoyed. Like, there were some that I felt like fine with, this one I don't even care for, and yeah, I think it's just not an author for me, and I don't know if it is even a sensible thing to try the other 2. Just because I haven't enjoyed one of them really that much, and I think am I 4 books down? 4. I think I read 4 of his books now, and I didn't love one of them, so I don't know if it's even a sensible thing to continue reading the other 2 I have by him, but I will decide that on another day. Yeah, what I'm doing other than that is I'm stitching. As you can see, I have come quite far. I really love how it looks. I do still need to do the bottom part, which is 29% that I'm still missing, which seems weird. I really hope that I measured the distance to the end of the piece of fabric right. I'm kind of afraid that I haven't, but we'll see. But yeah, that is how far I've come. I'm really loving it. I'm trying to get through it as fast as possible so I can start the other ones. What I think is kind of funny, I looked it up. This piece has 22,000 stitches or crosses, and the smaller one of the two I bought has 90,000. So it's a little bit more than 4 times the size of this one, and this one took forever already. So it's gonna be a journey to get through the new ones, you know. But I'm excited for them. One last thing before I let you go. I finished organizing my embroidery thread. This has been long overdue. A thing I realized once I counted my thread, because I did the Google spreadsheet. I now have all of my colors in a Google spreadsheet. I can look them up really nicely and easily and can use them like that, which is really good. But I underestimated a lot of how many I had. I think I'm roughly at around 650 packets pretty much of embroidery thread, and each package is, I think, 8 meters. I thought I had 500. I don't know how I have so much more. I didn't realize that, and I bought way too much. So the thing that I organized them is like really, really sensible. I should have done that ages ago. I should have never bought this many. Let's be honest, nobody needs so many on hold in their home, but you know what? It happened and I will now use them up. But I did organize them all in my biggest of the containers, and this is how they're looking. Each of these metal rings is like, I have 16 of them, and they are numbered. Let me get the smallest one out. I have pretty much organized them like this. I have the number of the ring on here with which I can track them on the Google Sheet, so I can look up in which of these bundles they are. This one is number 16, the smallest one, and then I have them all on the wooden chips, and you know, I have them organized and detangled so they are usable like this without any tangles in them, which is really, really nice. And so I have 16 of these. Obviously the other ones are way bigger, and I can see all of the numbers from the top, like the ones without the threads on them are the numbers, and so they are really, really easily accessible to me and easily usable. This might not be the organization for everyone. I've seen a lot of people use the plastic containers where you put the thread around the like smaller cards and you can stack them, you know, like this. I did not want to use plastic. I think I talked about that a little bit, but yeah, I don't want to use plastic for keeping things in, especially hobby things, because I think it's just really, really bad for the environment and I don't really need it. And for me, this works really, really well. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, that was an update I did want to give you. So that's the update for today. Tomorrow we'll finish the Testament and then I will pick up the next book, which will be the David Eddings books, and I'm looking forward to it so much, like so much. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the finished update to the Testament, which probably won't be good, but you know, it has to be done. Okay, so I finished the book. I don't know. I don't think I have much to add to the last day's ramblings. I really don't like the book. I think I'm actually giving it 1 star. Not because of the writing itself, but the topic of the book, the whole way the story is done. There's one last sentence I kind of want to highlight that really irks me. It says, she fought a good fight, now she was resting in peace, because the woman we are searching for dies. I'm going to spoil that to you because it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't recommend you to read this book. But she fought a good fight is in reference to trying to convert all of the indigenous people to Christianity. And I hate it so much. I'm sorry. If you can't deal with that opinion, this channel might not be for you. But I hate that so much, how the book portrays it as like, oh, she was hounded by the people who lived there, the witch doctors who had their own god. She was hounded by them, and they celebrate that she's dead and gone now. But like, she got in there and tried to convert them to a religion they do not want and do not need. Yeah, it kind of makes me angry. The book topic, the book in itself. And yeah, I don't know. If you're Christian, you might like it. If you're one of those Christians who thinks that you should convert everyone to your religion, it's a thing I personally really despise. I don't care what religion you have. It should be a personal thing. It shouldn't be a thing you try to force onto others. So we're gonna stop talking about the book. It's a 1 star. I hate it. I really do dislike it quite a lot. But yeah, that is kind of the quick check-in. I'm gonna stop it here for the day because I do have quite a few things to do still, organization-wise for my home and stuff. And yeah, we will see. Well, I will see you back tomorrow with the start of David Eddings' next book, which I'm looking forward to that so much after the Testament. So I will see you tomorrow with a good, nice reading update and a happy person. Okay, it is Friday afternoon. I finished work for the week, which is nice. Let's do a reading update. I actually wasn't really motivated to read this morning. I kind of felt fatigued from the last book, but then I had some time because I woke up way too early this morning, way too early. And I had a lot of time, and so I thought, you know what, even though I'm not really in the mood, just like pick it up and read at least a few pages so I can get at least any reading in today. And then, you know, there were 80 pages later. I mean, David Eddings is just, you just get into the book and then you're in. And it is so nice. I love these so much. I also realized something that I really, really like about these as like a fantasy, because I obviously can't talk much about what is happening because it's the 3rd book in the 2nd series. But what really stood out to me with like what I read so far of this book is how he manages to get us different types of villains or different types of rulers that are against our kingdom, because we have the ones who are just against us and who, you know, you can't change anything, they just want war. And then we have the ones that kind of maybe take us prisoner, or we are invading their palaces, you know, different reasons why we meet with them. But then when we meet them, it's actually ending in a positive interaction, and there maybe isn't a war between those two fractions, and we kind of shift what is happening and stuff like that. And I really like the contrast that we have kind of like both evil rulers, but we also have these problems with like the rulers that are on our side now. So it's, you know, we have a lot of like shifting of loyalties and fractions. Is fractions the right word? Just like who fights with whom. We have a lot of shifting going on, but like really nice scenes that lead up to that, and I really, really enjoy that. I think it's nice that we have like a fantasy book where like fighting isn't the only option, and we have like a lot of like diplomacy and just, you know, showing truth and helping people and showing them, you know, look, we're good people, we really just want good for the world, we don't want to hurt you and your people, you know, you aren't our goal, but you're kind of standing in our way, and, you know, those discussions. And I really, really like them. I have to like positively mention that because it is great. I'm a 4th of the way through now. It isn't the longest book, I have to say, which, you know, I'm kind of thankful for. Kind of not, because I would like more of these, but I do have a few left, you know. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this book so far. It is a great book, and it is so nice after the Testament, which, you know, sucked so much, to get back into a book that is just great. So yeah, that is what I will read continuing. So I will give you another update tomorrow, but then the vlog ends, so I'm probably not gonna finish it this week, but that is okay. But yeah, that is kind of all I wanted to update you on. I also made some progress with my cross stitch. As you can see, I have made quite a bit of progress down here. This is how far I'm at now. I'm I have 1/5 left still, like 20%. Because there's some stuff underneath here still. But yeah, I'm working my way across here right now, and yeah, I'm still loving it. So that is what I will be doing probably for the rest of the afternoon. I also started listening to The Lord of the Rings again yesterday because I just was really in the mood for it. So I will continue with that one also, but I'm not focusing on it. I'm focusing on the physical books that I want to get through, but I'm probably gonna make my way slowly through The Lord of the Rings again, just because, I missed that book again already. Talking about rereading stuff really made me in the mood to reread The Lord of the Rings again. So yeah, that is what I will also be doing. So yeah, quick little update. I will see you tomorrow. We'll see how far I can come with the third book in the Mandalorian series. So it is Saturday afternoon now. I had a really big headache this morning, so I did read less than I wanted to originally, but I still read quite a bit because, once you start reading, like I wasn't really motivated to pick it up because of the pain, but it was, I wanted to continue reading, so I picked it up and I did read quite a bit. Because it's so easy to read this. I am now at page 152, so, I think I'm a little bit over a third of the way through, which is it's quite a good pace. I think this will be the last book that I will finish in February. I don't know. I think we have the 23rd today. I'm not quite sure, but somewhere around there. I doubt that I will get another book in. I do have one left for my TBR, which I will start after this one, just because I promised myself I would. I just doubt that I will finish it in February. But yeah, let's talk about this one. I am really enjoying it. We are kind of also, it's in a weird situation right now, our party, because they are making progress, but they can't really be kind of sure that the king that they are currently residing at, who was kind of an enemy before and is kind of still an enemy, but they have kind of, a kindling friendship, but they can't really be sure that he's not betraying them, and he wants their help, but they don't want to wait until he can get his armies to the point where they had to fight. And so we have this problem of our group wanting to move on because they have a mission that they want to get done. But where they are currently, they are kind of hostages, not really. They can move about freely as long as they don't leave the city. So it's a situation like that. And they are always trailed by some of the employees from the king. But at the same time, he wants their help for something, but they can't wait, they have to wait. It's a little bit of a mumbo jumbo when it comes to that, but it's still really interesting. We had a little bit of a journey. Now we are getting to know the city, which is really different to the cities we have seen so far. It is by far the biggest city our people have ever been, and it is a merchant center, and it's really interesting when it comes to that. So I am really happy with the way this book continues. We'll see where we will be going. I kind of hope the king will end up on our side, but I'm kind of afraid he might not. It's we don't quite know because it's really hard to peg him, which I think is really nice. We had some pages where I was oh, he's really friendly now, he gets it, and then we are a few pages on and I'm oh my god, is he maybe still not a good character? I can't really decide what I think he is. So yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about that, but yeah, I am really enjoying this. And yeah, if you haven't picked up David Eddings yet, go and pick it up. But yeah, that is pretty much all for this week's vlog. Reading was a little bit all over the place, really bad at the beginning, and then now I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, it was kind of, a full week. I had a lot to do when it came to work. I did a lot of cross-stitching. I'm still not finished with that. I'm hoping that I can finish it at the beginning of next week. We'll see. You have to come back for next week's vlog to see that. I do have to really clean up this room. I haven't been much in here because I have started selling the Lego, and just seeing it all in here is really stressing me out. So I really need to sell it so I can enjoy this room again and I can clean it up again. So yeah, that is also a goal for next week. So yeah, there's a lot to do next week. Hopefully I can get some great reading in. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog and hopefully I will see you in the next one. And thank you for watching. I hope your reading week went better than mine. Let's just say it like it is. So yeah, I will see you in next week's vlog hopefully. Bye bye.